Welcome to cEDH TV and a card review on Muldrotha the Gravetide. It's a 6-mana 6/6 elemental avatar with an ability. During each of your turns you may play up to one permanent card for each permanent type from your graveyard. And for example, if you cast something like a artifact creature, you can claim that that is an artifact and then you can cast a creature spell later on. So that's kinda cool. And you can also play one land card from your graveyard with Muldrotha. In the end, however, I do think that Muldrotha as your commander is a bad idea. Isn't really optimal, too expensive, it's 6 mana. In my opinion, that is just too much mana. Compared to Narset, that actually produces a win once Narset attacks. So with Narset as your commander, you can have your entire strategy built around getting Narset the Enlightened Master into play as fast as humanly possible, and then just attack with it. If you can give it haste the same turn as you cast it, then that's great. Muldrotha the Gravetide doesn't offer you anything like this. Also, I do think that Thrasios the Triton Hero and Tasigur is just better. If you want to play Sultai, I just do think that these two guys are doing it better. I do think that it's a better strategy to put it inside your deck, inside your 99. And let me show you something kinda cool that you can do. So let's say that Muldrotha is the only creature card inside your entire deck. And that means that once you put Oath of Druids for 2 mana enchantment into play, now at the beginning of your turn, if one of your opponent has more creature cards than you can start revealing cards from the top of your library and put them all into your graveyard until you reveal a creature card and put that one into play. And this means that if Muldrotha is the only creature card inside your entire deck, then you're going to put Muldrotha into play at turn 2 potentially. But this is also going to fuel your entire graveyard with potentially half your deck. There is, however, a bunch of problems. So first up, you don't know what cards are going to end up inside your graveyard, and you don't know if you're going to get actually any cards inside your graveyard. You might get maybe 2 or 3 cards if Muldrotha was on the top 4 cards of your deck. Or if Muldrotha was on the bottom, then you pretty much have your entire deck into your graveyard, and that might be a little bit too risky. I also think that currently it's better to not have any creatures at all once you're playing Oath of Druids. It's better to just put your entire deck into your graveyard. So that is that. However, if Muldrotha would end up dying, you could use this card to shuffle it back into your deck. And then Oath of Druids would once more reveal cards from the top of your deck and fuel more cards into your graveyard until Muldrotha peeks out into action. Kinda cool. I guess you could also do some sort of reanimator by simply casting Bird Alive or Entomb and put this creature card into your graveyard and then resurrect it from maybe Reanimate or Life and Death or I don't know, whatever. There's a lot of things in this game that resurrect stuff from the graveyard at a really low cost. And then you could potentially get this really big creature in play at a really low cost. That is kinda cool. However, in the end, I do think there's better targets for it. I think Rasaket is always going to be the better thing to resurrect from your graveyard. So there's that line again. So in the end, Muldrotha is kinda powerful and kinda strong, but there's nothing really going for it. I don't see a deck that will be put together that is anything but semi-competitive. But sure, you can do something semi-competitive as well, there's nothing wrong with that. The only reason I think you would play Muldrotha as your commander is if you have a really strong Sultai deck and for some reason you don't want to play Tasigur or Thrasios, and you basically have Muldrotha as a really big plan B. Let's say that your game goes really long, really dragged out, and nothing is really happening. No one is winning, everyone is attempting to win, but no one is getting there because everyone is getting interrupted. And then suddenly you have a really strong creature card from your command zone at 6 mana that will pretty much produce backup plans for the eternity of the game. But in the end, I do think Tasigur and Thrasios is just better. So my final review on Muldrotha is it's probably just going to stay semi-competitive in the end. In any case, thank you guys for watching and take care.